am still Lorraine Sink.
I'm still Tamara Krinsky, I'm still dancing, and we are lucky to be joined by more of the cast of Wynonna. Earp, please introduce yourselves and tell people who you play on the show.
So I'm Dominique Provost Chalkley, and I play Waverly Earp.
And I am Barrell, and I play Officer Nicole Hawes.
So we were just talking with some of your cast members, and there seems to be an incredible family feeling on the show. What's it been like shooting this first season together? What's your experience been?
It's been amazing. I mean, I think our family is just growing and growing because now we've got all of our Earpers in our family as well, all of our fans. But yeah, it's amazing. Like, we have such a great camaraderie on our show amongst ourselves, amongst our creator as well, Bo Smith, and our showrunner Emily Andress, and it's just been amazing because they really include the cast and they ask our opinions and they make us feel really like we're part of the process, and so that's one of my favorite parts about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I second all of that. Emily she's like the core of the family. She's like mummy, and I think she creates the vibe for everyone else to kind of fall under. And also everyone's amazing and awesome, and we love each other.
I think that happens a lot with showrunners, though. You know, you've sort of got a showrunner, you've got like your mom showrunners, you've got your cheerleader showrunners, you've got like your very strict authoritarian showrunners.
No, we're very lucky with Emily Andress.
And it seems like you have a lot of really awesome ladies.
Yeah, hell yeah.
In your show.
Yes.
Are you guys just having like the coolest sisterhood
Hell
on set?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think that's what makes this show so special. Like, we've got really strong female characters that kind of like front the show. Mel is like insane and wonderful. You've just spoken to her. She's like awesome.
One of the things that we were talking to her about was this idea that she didn't just want to be a generic, strong female figure. You know, it was about getting specific. So I'm curious for each of you, you know, as you were diving into your characters, were there one or two qualities that you wanted to bring, or something about the script that you latched onto? You're like, that's a key piece of who this woman is.
That's a really interesting question. I think for Nicole, I really just wanted her confidence to shine through, especially being a gay woman. I wanted her to feel really grounded and really like confident in herself. That was really important to me, that she was seen as this strong character who was very comfortable in her own skin and sure of herself. And that's something I really tried to bring to her.
And how about for you, Dominique?
I think for me, what I love about Waverly the most is that she is super girly, but also really strong. And like, that's what I love, that, you know, we have this vision that strong women have to be a certain way and look a certain way and dress a certain way. And actually, you can be so strong and be super girly, and that's what she kind of represents, and I love her.
I love that, and that's something I think we here at Marvel espouse to as well. We were talking earlier with G. Willow Wilson, who creates Miss Marvel, and a theme running through that character is this idea that you have your idea of what a superhero is, but then who are you? What is your version of that?
Exactly,
Yeah. And speaking of your fans, tell me about the ribbons you guys are wearing.
I know, we've got the best fans in the whole wide world, I think it's safe to say.
I know probably everybody says that, but
ours are actually best. And they came and they gave us so many little gifts and whatnot. So
really?
Some little ribbons.
Part of it,
So, and how's your con been? What's Comic-Con been like for you guys this time around now that the season is aired?
Because we did WonderCon in LA, and that was just, I mean, our show hadn't come out yet, so it was totally different, and this is like the mecca. Well, look at this, it was crazy. And
it's actually crazy. Like, everybody was warning us, like, just saying, just so you know, there's going to be the most amount of people in one place that you've ever seen.
And it's true, right?
And like, I was like, yeah. And then you get here and you're like, oh no, really, that is the case.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah, it's sort of.
It's okay.
It's been really nice to see everyone face to face, because everything's just been happening. It was our first season, so everything's been happening kind of through the computer screen, and now just getting to meet the fans and see them wearing costumes of our characters.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the best, because that's why you do your job when you do it.
Yeah, to know that your storytelling is actually making a difference and making an impact.
Yes, definitely.
We actually have a fan question here from Sophia. She says she's such a big fan of the show. You guys are amazing. What is your most favorite thing about your character?
Favorite thing about your character? I mean, her confidence. Definitely her confidence, and I think Nicole has this beautiful sense of being really go with the flow, and she's very good at kind of taking whatever life throws at her and turning it into something positive. That's what I love about her. Yeah.
And Waverly's bravery. I love her bravery. I think that she's like one of the most brave young women I think I've ever seen on TV, actually, because she addresses her feelings for Nicole, even when like everything in her life has probably told her that that's not necessarily the way to go.
Right.
And I think that is the most beautiful trait in someone.
And
just out of curiosity, you know, obviously you guys play your characters, so that's a big part of you. What do you feel like you have in common with your character and kind of bring to that character from yourself, do you think?
Lots of people say I'm very similar to Waverly, and I'm like, I'm so not. I like to talk a lot, and like, and I get like a little bit nervous.
I could not
and
tell
just,
at all.
So I would say I'm quite similar to Waverly in many ways. Yeah, and also love making stuff and doing all that kind of thing. So
I think to Nicole, maybe my sense of like moral compass. I think I learned that from my dad. He's really like cannot tell a lie, cannot double cross anyone, and Nicole's very steadfast. And I think some of that quality for myself and for my dad, I feel like I kind of identify with that about him, which I think is wonderful.
And you were talking a few minutes ago about the process and that they've been really inclusive. You know, was there any particular episode when you cracked open a script and you were like, I'm so excited, this is happening this time? Like, do you have a favorite moment from the season?
I do. I have a favorite episode. It was episode 7. I felt like that's when Waverly, it was the party scene, and then she got to kill the stripper, and like everything hit the fan. And I think that's when Waverly's bravery like went, come on, you can do this, and she really proved herself. That was for me episode 7.
I think for me it was episode 13, the last episode of the season, because my character was invited into the Black Badge division, which is like the secret service, the paranormal division of the police force. And so I think for Nicole, she spends the whole season just dying for someone to tell her what is going on in purgatory. And so I think when I read the scene of them saying, this is what's going on and now you're part of the Black Badge, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Where can fans quickly find you online?
Are you
all
on?
my stuff is at Barrell on Instagram and Twitter.
Mine's at Dominique P_C.
Oh, you guys,
Awesome.
thank
Thank you so much for coming by.
Such a pleasure.
Congrats on a
Thank you.
great first season. And we're going to have more coming up right here on Marvel Live. We're going to have Eden share very soon. So stick around.